met some of you before when Christine was the board president here, and she was one of the founding members. And I'm sad not to see her. I understand she moved to be closer with her family. But David, you're doing such a fantastic job, and you really, I know she introduced you to the group, and I'm so glad you were able to step up and sort of corral everybody, because you're doing a great job, and thank you for being here. Yes, my name is Angela. I work in Austin. I am the liaison between THC administrative staff, or THC staff that works with friends groups, and our friends group organizations. That's one of the things that I do. It's the biggest part of my job, and I love it because I can tell you it's not very fun to work with administrative people. It's a lot of fun to work with site people and the volunteers in our communities. I love getting to know people who support our sites and who love our sites, because it's cool to get to hear what's important to people who live in the community about our sites. It's a completely different world than sometimes the people who steward our sites, who are the preservationists and the historians, and then the people who administrate our sites in the Austin end. So it's a real pleasure to me to get to meet all of the stakeholders for our sites all over Texas. And I love to come to El Paso, I really do. And my husband's here with me today, he's sitting in the back and drugging around. And he gets to, anytime I have like weekend visits, he comes with me whenever he can. So he's from New Jersey, but he knows more about Texas than New Jersey Beach. Yeah. And he's lived here a long time now. But that's what I do. And so when David says he has to turn in stuff to Austin, we ask a lot of our board presidents, we really do. And they already have to turn in stuff to the IRS and be legal. But in addition to that, we ask them to do these annual plans, annual reports, turn in the receipt to the IRS, and we have to have all of that to be transparent, because we are a public agency, and we have to show that whoever we're getting money from and we're partnering with is legit. So thank you, David, for being on top of all of that, and any of you who support him on the board. I know that you do. I've met you all before, talked to you about it, so thank you. And to that end, I have something for you. So this is something from around the THC office to maybe make your job a little bit easier.
Awesome. Thank you.
Goodies in there.
Thank you.
And then I have another special thing. One of the things I get to do is honor volunteers and friends groups with special awards. So we have one in Austin that is available to site staff to nominate special volunteers. And that means I get to brag on somebody specific, to Joseph Bell, who is our executive director of our historic sites division, and to your supervisor, which is Ellen Bush, and y'all get to, as staff, nominate somebody special. And Rebecca put together a nomination, and I know it was with staff participation too, to nominate Joseph Longo. Thank you. And I took notes because it's long, and because there's a lot here, and I was like, no way I'm going to remember everything. But you all may know this, but Joseph started in 2021, right? At the recommendation also of Christine. And you have done things, not only, I know a lot of you have done tours, probably worked with some of the archives, but apparently you've now cataloged and prepared over 1,000 archives, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I hope.
Yes. Hold on, I got more. And you've also, you do the things like promote the site at events.
Yes.
And you sit at the table, you're the membership coordinator now, which I know that position really hasn't been filled for a while. And I'm getting this all from the nomination, it's robust. You helped them, what's the word I'm looking for? Realize their interpretive master plan, which is a huge undertaking. The interpretive master plan, if y'all don't know, is like a big document that covers a lot of bases, and one of them was Tia Sweet. And I understand that you helped accession some of the major donations from the Luck family. Is that right?
Yes.
And that's huge. And so now y'all are able to have 2 new rooms available at the Magoffin home, and that's Tia Sweet, which is very important. I was here when we were looking at that room, and I can't wait to go over there and see it, because I haven't seen it since it's been outfitted. And you also, you're also part of the Westerners, which is, is that right?
Yeah.
An El Paso history group, which helped Magoffin home staff get some history about women's history in El Paso, some local history, which is really cool. This was on your nomination.
Okay.
And then you also are part of the Mission Trail organization.
Yes.
And you're the liaison for Magoffin home to that.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing, is
Yeah,
what I
basically.
understand. So, I mean, this is incredible. And then you did this cookbook, this from 1898. You were able to, is this an actual cookbook that people can?
It's a digital.
Digital cookbook?
But I think Michelle pointed it out, so you could see it if you want to. Michelle has it somewhere.
And we can post another link maybe on our Facebook page for anybody that would like to download one.
I'd like to
That's
see
okay.
it. I'd like to see it. And what I thought was really cool about that cookbook is that you also reached out to El Pasoans. I love when history becomes relevant to current day, and you ask people for their family recipes to include in this 1898 cookbook. That's really cool. And apparently you're also working on your master's degree?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, wow. I don't know when you sleep. That's incredible.
I don't have anything to do, so I need something to do.
Well, thank you, Joseph. And I have something for you. So you also get a bag of goodies.
Okay.
And
That's nice.
so this is your bag of goodies from the Texas Historical Commission in Austin. And you get this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So much for your work. And I think Rebecca wanted to say something.
Yes, and while she comes up, I just wanted to point out, we just had a wonderful event this week. Our Brown Bag Trust, our regular Wednesday lecture. Joseph was our speaker. I think maybe this is the 4th or 5th time I've watched you speak for this particular event. He's a long-term person that we rely on. And we had 35 people, a couple digitally, but about 27 in the room listening. And it was just so inspiring to see Joseph in that capacity, especially you've grown in the time that I've known you, brief as it has been. And it's just a pleasure to see and a joy to be part of. So thank you. And Rebecca, please.
I just, Rosie, Joseph, I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how absolutely proud I am and just how incredible you are and what you have done for the Magoffin home is insurmountable, just the amount of work that you've taken on. And the thing that I really want to express to you is that I just absolutely admire the joy and the childlike excitement you get when you come every time. And it reminds me so much of Jeff. And I feel as though you carry his spirit on you, and I really am grateful for you these past years. And you know, now that I'm a member of the CMC, I know that I'll be able to continue to enjoy your energy, and I hope I can help you with it. Okay? All right, thank you.
So with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion that we adjourn?
Yeah, no, we have a second, so all in favor? There is a presentation afterwards, so make sure you stick around, and you'll have some cool new information about the historic neighborhood that this beautiful home sits in, so please make sure to stick around for that. But there's some goodies, so let's partake in some fraternization.
We've got coffee in the kitchen. Please help yourself. There's cream and sugar. We've got water. And then there's some cakes for our honorees, Rebecca and Joseph. So yeah, get a bite, and if you'd like to stay, we're gonna be talking about the people who lived in this house and some of their relations.
So with that, our 2024 annual membership is adjourned. Thank you all very much for being here.
Yahoo!
Those volunteers here, that's our contact, right? Rebecca is the one who kind of rallies the troops whenever she can, and there's going to be some big shoes to fill, Rebecca. I'll tell you that much. Whoever comes in next is going to have some work to do, and we'll embrace them with open arms because that's what the Apostolans do, right? But we're very sad to be losing you. I do have a little token of our appreciation on behalf of the CMC, and it's right around the corner, so I'll get that later. Oh, here we go. You can just hand it. We have a little orchid there for Rebecca. Hopefully she'll put that on her desk and remember all her friends here at the Magoffin home, but you will be missed, Rebecca. I do say that. So I'll turn it over to Danielle because I know that she has some recognition, also for Rebecca, and then we'll turn the floor over to Angela.
Yeah. Well, I've already passed over our staff card. We just wanted to say goodbye with love. We have a little cake at the back, so when we're done with this and we've concluded our meeting, we'll have some nibbles that we can enjoy all together and pick one that we think you'll like. And so, Angela, would you like to join us for this next part?
And before Angela does get started, I just want to say THC has some great staff. I mean, they brought forward Danielle, and she has just been such a great fit into the home. Angela is, she's great, a great advocate for us in Austin. One of my old roles was a member of a staff for a legislator, and I always felt like people didn't really remember El Paso, right? We're out here in the mountain time zone and they don't remember us sometimes, but through great work and our great friends with Angela and Alan also up in Austin, the home is very well represented in Austin through these great individuals. So Angela, I thank you for being here today on our annual meeting. To show her support for the group. But yeah, great voice and great advocate for us on the CMC and the Magoffin home. So Angela, please take it away.